Yeah,
Pregame's
so
fun.
make myself look as pretty as I can.
Blue Steel. Go.
Right, what was it?
Pretty accurate.
It's been a long time since I saw that movie. Is the new one out yet, or is it? Are we still
It
waiting?
is.
It
It is.
is.
I saw it. It's pretty great.
I went in. Went over and visited a buddy of mine. He's got a good sense of humor, but we don't always match. And he's like, "Man, I got this copy of Zoolander. You have to see it." And I go, "That's that model movie. I wouldn't enjoy that." I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Really good. The new
yeah,
one, a lot of people don't like the new one, but I think it holds up really well. It's just so absurd that
yeah.
it's just his stupidity is pretty inconsistent, which is great. But yeah, I don't know. I like the new one.
Cool. What I'm worried about is the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, I am a fan of Ghostbusters.
Did you see the trailer they just put out?
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't impressed.
I was not impressed either.
When I enchant it, does it eat up the +1?
What do you mean?
Like, if I enchant a scythe, because it has to have that +1 bonus on it before I can enchant it further.
Oh, what are you doing to it? I
I'm
thought you were
turning it
making
into
a plus.
essentially a fire scythe.
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't know if that eats the +1/+1. You know what I mean? Like the one attack, one damage.
Right.
To exchange it for the 1d6 fire damage it does.
No, the fire damage is going to be right on top of that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. And you can put that in as notes or something if you want. Or you can work it in as damage. You know, up to you. Hi, Diana. Welcome to the Color Animal Inn. Warning that we are live. Do not currently see or hear you. Hopefully you can see and / or hear me. And probably hear Brandon and Nick.
Hello. So I think I'd like to do something similar to what Nick just did.
Cool. What's that?
So my shield is +1 already,
Right.
and I would like to put light fortification on it.
Ah, I'm not familiar with that one. What's that do?
25% chance to ignore a crit,
Oh, interesting.
because that seems to happen far too often. And it's
Yeah.
the only thing that seems to ever hit me. So, you know,
Gonna take
be
away
nice.
25% of the chance that I can actually hit you.
Yeah. And then if I exchange one brownie point for 1,500 in equipment, that enchantment is 1,000. Would I have an extra 500 to spend on equipment?
You can spend that 500 on something else, but you don't get cash back.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, so I have an extra 500 floating around.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Update these things.
10 potions of healing.
I already have a lot. Okay, let's see.
3 potions of extra healing.
Good call. I do have lay on hands. I do have a lot of those. That's good.
Cool.
Armor notes.
Oh, bye, Diana. I was just about to whisper at you.
Yeah, she's trying to fix her.
Are y'all getting an echo effect from my speakers?
I'm not.
Nope, sounds good to me.
Cool. Because I'm not wearing headphones or anything. I've just got the speakers live, so I was worried there was going to be some feedback.
Means you have a good mic.
Must be. I'm using a Logitech mic. Variety, I'm not sure. I'm using the Logitech 270. Does that flip backwards for y'all?
No, it's not actually.
It's weird. It looks backwards to me.
Well, it's not backwards for us.
Cool.
No, looks good to me.
It's coming off. I wonder if Roll20 does that on purpose, because it's coming off as a mirror to me. So, probably because people react better to seeing themselves in a mirror than they do, flipped properly. You can shave with a mirror, but if you try to shave with a video camera in the normal position, you're looking at yourself from somebody else's, and things are weird. The human brain. Go figure. I used to think the human brain was the greatest thing, the greatest organ in the body, but then I thought, wait, look at what's telling me that.
Yeah, it also named itself.
Yes, and it's trying to figure itself out.
Yeah.
It's, one of my favorite quotes from Babylon 5 was, "We are the universe made manifest, trying to figure itself out from the inside," or words to that effect.
It's pretty deep.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 500.
Diana, do you hear me yet? Take that as a no.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna buy a scroll, probably. Maybe. Scroll costs. 3rd level paladin spell, 525 GP.
So yeah, you get a scroll for 25 gold. That ain't bad.
Yeah, seeing as I have that extra 500 floating around, I can spend just 25 of my own and be able to manage to get something pretty useful.
Yes, indeed. Ignis?
Yes, it just means fire in Latin. That's what I've named my scythe.
Ah, I gotcha.
Of course, I roll a good 6 damage on my fire damage, but no, all right, just on my test roll. Get ones the rest of the night.
Weird flash effect. I wonder if that's showing up on YouTube. It is. Y'all see that? I don't know what's causing that. Usually it's just a nice solid window like this. It's just coming up on the side or something. Do me a favor, roll that attack again.
All right. Where is it? There we go.
Yeah, must be something to do with being near the edge of the screen. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it does. Stuff that means nothing to y'all, but me and the YouTubers might be trying to figure it out. I don't know. Just waiting for the rest of the players to show up. Speaking of, hi Diana, who may or may not still be able to hear us.
Yeah, she can always hear you. She's off my mic.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend from a couple weeks ago.
Gotcha. I had forgotten about that.
It means you played a couple weeks ago. Anyway, You're making me use up all my good rolls, Fnord. Come on, man.
Mhm.
21 and 25.
Those attack rolls are pretty high.
I don't know. It's killing me.
You're getting +9. I guess if you're going to do something, do it right?
Well, I mean, any skill check, though. I'm terrible. That is the unfortunate problem of being in super heavy armor.
It's going to be a crowded game tonight if everybody shows up. You got a full 8 people sign up. And one more person asking that if somebody doesn't show up, I bring them in.
Well, it's the finale. What
Yeah.
did you expect?
I expected not to be doing this anymore, or at least not with, a regular showing.
Well, you're just too good.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. I don't know. I just
caught-
play the way I want a game to be run, and y'all seem to like it, so I'm going to keep doing it.
You do your job very well.
Thanks.
I caught some of the Fnord and Friends campaign you had going there.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Caught some of
very
it.
very different concept than what I usually run.
I like the zombie scene.
Oh yeah,
Hell. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was really unfortunate because it was this module I've got all set up here, ready to go, and I tried 3 separate times to record a full session and then put it on YouTube, and just every time it didn't work. And at the end of the final session, those 3 guys who played it were dropped into that. They're like, okay, we come back to the inn and we talk to Morgoth and we're gonna give him the crystal, but he doesn't know we got the big purple crystal and all this stuff. And Morgoth kind of raises his staff and drops it down. The whole tavern turned zombie. And then I said, that's it, guys, we're done playing. And they were so pissed off at me. I thought, great cliffhanger, but no. Out of the 5 players, 4 of them emailed me saying, damn it, Fnord, you shouldn't have done that. I wanted to fight. I wanted to see what happened. I knew even if we were going to die, I wanted to try it out. So that's what they got.
Okay, so what I'm doing with my extra 500 gold is I'm combining it with 25 of my own, and I'm getting a scroll of greater magic weapon.
Oh. What's the difference between that and regular magic weapon?
This one gives you extra +1 enhancement based on the spellcaster level. So it's a minimum caster level of 3 for
Okay.
Paladin. So you get a +3 enhancement on your weapon.
Wow. Nice.
Yep.
The max is out at 5, I'm guessing.
Yeah. But because it's a scroll, it's just 3.
Right. The person making it is assumed to be an apprentice who is just barely able to make the item.
Mm-hmm. So I will use that. Oh, I can also sell a couple things too.
Remember, you're going to sell for half price, although I
Yeah.
will allow you to haggle.
Let me just put the scroll in. Okay. So what did I get? Let's go here. That would be enough. Okay, so I'm going to be selling a large opal that you said was worth 100 gold and a wand of detect poison.
Cool. All right, gotcha.
I would like to attempt a diplomacy to see if I can or cannot sell for a little bit more.
Cool. Go ahead.
Oh, I need to select myself. Where am I? There I am.
Oh, and Diana, who are you going to be playing? Vesa, give me a D15. Cool. You are going to sell everything for 16% more than the half-off price.
Okay.
So divide it by half and then multiply it by 1.016.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, when Nick's done trying to fix my computer again, I will be playing a fighter named Nikita.
Oh, you're making a new
If
character?
that's okay. Yes, because my other one is tied to his character because we took that love, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So
so
if
you
we
can't-
fight without each other, we get a disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So I'm making a new one.
All right. Let's see. Nikita is in La Femme.
Yes.
Going to Diana.
I like you. You actually knew that.
Thank you. I think.
Well, I watched the shows on HBO and the old ones anyway. On HBO, I love that show. But the new one's okay. It's just not as good.
I've never seen any of them. I just
And
sort of know.
it's based. Both of them are based off a movie called Point of No Return.
I think there was a book called La Femme Nikita. That's what I know it from.
Oh, I'll have to look that up because I like books too.
Apparently, it's not exactly a book with modern sensibilities. So I'm not going to go any further for risk of getting YouTubed here.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Nope, don't hear you at all, John. Sorry.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fix that, I guess.
Try again next week.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. And you said, Diana, you're going to be a female warrior of some sorts?
Fighter?
We talking like armor, sword, and shield sort of thing, or?
I was thinking more of a bow, but like I said to Nick earlier, if it looks better, if it works better as a melee, I'll do melee.
Gotcha. I just want a head start looking for tokens for you.
Okay.
I like this one.
How do we do HP again?
Max that sucker out. How about that, Diana?
Alright, she's saying yeah to that one.
Cool.
Are we going to use this, or are we going to use Skype?
We're going to try to use the Roll20 system as much as possible. It's
Okay.
so much easier on me.
Yeah, it is.
But again, traditionally somebody can't use it, and we switch over to Skype anyway. But I prefer Roll20. And John, you're Alex, right?
Yep.
Nord, I have a question.
What's that?
So the light fortification has a 25% chance to ignore a crit.
Right.
Does it also have a 25% chance to ignore a crit fail?
I can't imagine why it would. I would say in the rare case that you're using it as an offensive weapon. Or if the fail mentions specifically a shield.
Okay. Like if okay. Yeah, that's okay, that works.
Just, on a situational basis, I just saw a big-ass fire ant crawling around on my shelf up here.
Murder it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with ants. Ants are awesome.
Ants are awesome. Fire ants are not.
Fire ants are really bad.
Fire ants are even more awesome than regular ants.
There he is.
I used to sleep on a nest of them.
That sounds not fun.
Yeah.
Weren't bad.
Why is that a thing that you did?
When you sleep outside for a little while. Meh.
Just used him as a pillow?
Kinda. They didn't actually bother me. Of course you kind of become immune to the bites after you get about 100 of them.
I wonder if they tell their
Those weren't fire ants,
fire
dude.
ant buddies. Yeah, we used to let a human sleep on us. It was
Oh,
chill.
they didn't let me. They didn't like me very much.
He didn't bother us that much.
I pushed them aside. Fuck those
The
guys.
human was warm. That was about it.
Yeah.
I did wake up one morning, shitty little apartment, my first apartment ever, and I'm laying there and I'm like, my legs itch. I reach down and scratch. That's weird. Scratch and keep itching. You get out of bed,
Okay, we
pull
don't even know about
the
your STDs.
blankets down, and the entire bottom half of my bed is just filled with hundreds of little black ants. They weren't the
Oh my
biting
God.
kind or anything, but there was just hundreds of them. They were coming in through the window and crawling onto my bed and all over my legs. No, thank you.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah. No, that really happened.
I can imagine. First apartment stories. I can imagine.
A friend of mine sent a picture from an apartment she was living in near Boston, and her air conditioning just kept getting softer and softer until it was barely blowing air at all anymore. And so she opens up the vent, and the entire thing is just filled with a wasp's nest.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun.
I got a first apartment story. My first apartment was actually tilted. If my bed had wheels, it'd actually go down and slam into the kitchen.
Wow.
It was that tilted. You couldn't have more than 3 things that used electricity on at the same time,
Wow.
or else it would trip the breaker.
Uh-huh.
I tripped that thing so many times.
Cheap ass apartments. Gotta love them.
Yep. 600 for everything included. I mean, it was easy to get out the door. I just kind of jumped up in the air and I was there.
Howdy, David.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. Just saw you pop in there. Who are you playing for us tonight?
I may as well play Thania again.
And here it is. There you go. Should be in your control. You want to bring them on up into the tavern. Awesome.
I don't really get much for level 3. I get like some hit points.
You get a new feat.
Yeah, you do. That's just Pathfinder rules.
Actually, I can get 3 new feet
Ooh, aren't we special?
if I use an evolution pool to give myself more feet.
Oh.
Badoom.
Wait. How can you give yourself evolutions? I thought that was something they gave to Eidolons with summoners.
Yeah, I'm talking about my Eidolon.
Oh.
I just kind of said myself.
I was going to say, is there a new class that lets you use those on yourself? Because that sounds pretty cool.
Well, kind of. I mean, eventually you get to you get something that makes it so that you can use it on yourself. I think it's called merge forms, but that's really late.
Isn't it like level 15 or 20? Like almost no.
Something pretty much not ever used.
Yeah.
Matt/Nanny, hello. Are you out there? Do you hear me? Welcome back to the Color Animal Inn.
So the guy that I forced to work here to redeem his name, I told him that if he ever betrayed me or Barth, I would have to eat him and his whole family in front of him. So
that was Mo, the bartender.
Yeah, he left weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna have to find him and eat him.
And Cordy, there he is. I was hoping you would make it.
Speaking of eating people, that's weird.
Yeah, no shit. So we are waiting on one more. I'm not sure who offhand.
Oh, it's Raldor. That's who it is.
Come on, Raldor. You can do it.
I really hope that guide gives us a reward.
I mean, yeah, we did save his life.
He's now charging 2 gold.
I mean, he did get an arrow through the heart, and we saved his life. So,
Well, hence the 1 gold drop in his prices. That's pretty fair.
well, I'm not asking for a refund. I'm just asking for a little bit of leeway.
Eternal gratitude.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have just let him die and taken all his cool stuff.
Yeah, but I'm a paladin.
So basically, you guys could have let him die and killed you and taken all of your stuff and his stuff.
As I was playing it again.
I'm just saying, if we hadn't saved him. So it's only fair that he gives us something, considering we could have just taken everything he's got.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm just really curious what's in that box of his that I can't even remember the
one that
gentleman's name.
Yeah, the box that we looked in, that we never actually looked in because it was closed, and I thought that meant locked, but actually it wasn't.
Just latched. So Matt, Cordy, either of you guys able to hear me? Type something if you can hear me, because if you can't, we got issues. We're gonna have to change something.
They can hear you.
Alright, looks like Matt can hear me. Haven't heard from Cordy yet. No, Matt Nanny, we do not hear you.
Have you enabled your microphone to be used with this?
And Cordy,
Okay,
we also did not hear you.
Now, Matt, I can hear Matt now.
Can you hear me now?
There he is.
Did you
Alright,
have
cool.
yourself muted?
No, I don't know. I just moved to a new place, so I had to set up my computer again.
That's always fun, isn't it? Trying to figure out where you can put everything, how the wires are going to go together.
Yeah. Alright, so this time I'm playing a kobold summoner, so I'm gonna need lots of tokens.
Can you guys hear me now?
Mhm.
Flutie, yes, there you are.
Oh, he's doing the other kind of summoner.
Yeah. the
Master
finicky
summoner?
one.
As usual, I will be playing as Newman.
Gotcha.
Are you doing a master summoner, Matt?
Yeah.
We'll move it on Cordy.
Oh, right, the rolls for those things.
So, Matt, you're going to need a new character
Yes, please.
coming up.
And hoping I can stick with this one. Summoners
gonna-
You've played 3 times, and you've played 3 different characters.
He's
I
gonna fuck with your action economy a whole ton.
Well, I'll try not to, because I know master summoners can get retardedly broken. So
Oh, I'm gonna summon 15 dire rats.
No. So I'm gonna limit that and just like not really use summoning specialist too much. But
Wait,
basically, I'm only gonna summon like
Isn't
one
the whole
monster at a
point-
time, not
Isn't the
1d3
whole point of
monsters.
Master Summoner that you can summon
yeah, that's kind of the. That's
If
kind
you're
of
not-
how
Yeah,
you
there's
do
no
it.
point in
There's
doing that if you're not
literally
going to use
point
it.
playing him. It's like that's the point of that archetype is you can just
All
summon
right,
a whole
guys,
bunch of stuff.
listen. I'm gonna play an archer, but I'm not gonna use arrows. I'm just gonna
Okay, just-
slap things with my bow.
Or I'm going to play a barbarian and not rage.
I'm going to play a wizard and not cast any
Oh,
spells.
come on.
Yeah, guy. That's basically what you just said.
All right, Diana, you rolled all 3 of those at once. At least that's the way I saw it. I didn't see if you paused
Nope.
between.
First, I saw first, second, and third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she rolled all 3. She
Okay.
rolled succinctly.
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
Okay, so I rolled a 4 on the first one. Could I like replace that 4 or like re-roll that 4 and take the other ones on the first roll?
Nope, it's
Or
the
no?
full
Take the
set.
second set.
Once
I mean,
you've
you also
discarded
got an
a set,
18.
you can't take it back. And if you roll a third time, that's what you play with.
All right,
Just
guess I'm
take 4
using-
intelligence.
It's too late. He's got the 2 14s, the 7, the 9 now.
All right, guess I'll have to stick with point buy. Yeah.
25 point buy.
Or you can
a
roll
third
again.
turn.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm not gonna roll
25
again and get
point buy
myself like infinite ones.
I mean,
25
I don't.
point buy is pretty generous anyway.
Yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't just go with 25 point buy because statistically speaking, you're not gonna get 25 point buy. It's like you have like a 10% chance to get something above that.
That's why
I'm
you
pretty
roll.
sure. I'm pretty sure I got 30.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna say, you may
Well,
as
it's good.
well roll. You might get like 2 or 3 18s or something.
It's a good thing summoners don't really need anything other than charisma.
I mean, Constitution is always good.
4
yeah.
strength.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I'm also
first
playing a
set,
kobold, so I
even
can't
with
go
that-
4 strength.
even with that 4, that first set would have been a decent summoner.
Yeah, you should have
Yeah.
just gone 4 intelligence.
No,
And
Or
that would have
wisdom
been
or
so
something.
bad.
it would have been hilarious. You'd have just
Yeah.
been this kind of retarded guy that's gone around summoning things with equal intelligence.
No. Just
might
play
not be
4 in
efficient,
Constitution. No one
but-
needs that, right?
The way I
A
play
good
kobolds,
character.
4
You only
intellect
need-
would probably be correct, but still.
I
I
mean,
mean, you just yap all day.
it would be funny. It'd be funny
Little
as
cat.
a 4 intelligence person summoning creatures with 4 intelligence.
That'd be hilarious.
It's like duplicating yourself.
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much.
Also, so how should I do summons since there will be a lot of them? Should I just have them act on my initiative?
They always
avoid
act on your
attack?
initiative. That's how summons work.
Yeah.
Okay, convenient. Should I just like add them as weapons into my attack things, or
What?
You,
No, they get their own attacks.
they get their own full set of stats, but since I don't have many, if any, critters programmed at the moment, you're just going to do them manually. So you can
Oh,
just
thank
write
God.
it down on paper or just keep the page open in another window.
The annoying part is that you don't actually control the summons. You just tell them what to do, and the GM controls them.
unless you can speak to them, and it's up to the GM if he controls them or if I control them.
You still speak to them and tell them what to do, and then they try to do it. But it's usually like, I mean, most GMs just let the player control them. But
Yeah.
There is a possibility.
If I can't control them, I don't want to play Summoner.
Now, for the most part, I let the player control them, but, I do remember that they are technically their own creature. They're an NPC, so, every once in a while, it might turn and bite you instead, but for the most part, they're just yours. And I'll give you a token you can move around and stuff, but they're not going to be any macros for it.
What do you mean you're playing zombies with your brother? Like you're biting him?
All right,
Call of
let's
Duty.
see.
Zombies.
All right, time to poke in all these stats. And then my Eidolon, might as well not even use it. Unless I'm using, it's half level Eidolon, so it's like level 1 right now. I think.
Also, you can't. The Master Summoner's Eidolon is pretty bad because you can't use your spell-like ability, the summon spell, while the Eidolon's out.
You can as a Master Summoner, but you can only have one summoned creature out while the Eidolon's out. Instead of having a dozen out.
So just don't bother with the Eidolon then, just leave him wherever Eidolons go when they're not summoned.
Pretty much my Eidolon's going to be a pocket rogue if I even get to building it.
See, I went the opposite route. I just kind of live inside my Eidolon.
Synthesis summoners?
You're a synthesis.
Yeah. Are you actually playing one right now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Alex is a very odd character.
I tried to make myself as ugly as possible.
Man, if you actually look like that, my paladin's gonna have words to speak.
Well,
Brandon,
I mean, you can try, but I'm missing one of my 4 eyes, so.
What's up, Matt?
Will your paladin mind if my kobold summons skellies? If they're not actual he's not digging up actual corpses or something for him?
I mean, if they just kind of appear out of nowhere,
yeah,
probably won't care.
Yeah, skellies.
So what spell is going to let you do that?
It's like summon bloody skeleton. Oh, so I can't add a picture or token. How do I do that?
If you want to bring your own token in, you press the edit button in the upper right corner of your character sheets, and then there will be a place where you can upload a picture, and then I can turn that into the token for you.
All right, cool, thanks. Also, do you have any monster tokens that we can use as a generic monster type of thing?
What are you gonna summon all the time?
Probably Earth Elementals or Eagles.
You said that. Do you mean the bloody skeleton from Summon Monster 1?
I think that's it, yeah. But I don't know if I'll actually use them because Earth Elementals are pretty cool.
Depending on how we interpret that, that's either incredibly good or terrifyingly bad for us.
Why? Oh, yeah, I thought the Zombos.
When it's destroyed or reduced to 0, it returns to life an hour later.
Yeah, but they don't last an hour, so it's all good.
Because the spell doesn't last that long.
Or it will just come back, or it'll appear out of nowhere and attack you an hour later, even though it's already gone.
No, because the spell doesn't last that long. So after an hour, the spell goes away and the skeleton goes away permanently.
Yeah, once the spell dissipates, the skeleton itself can no longer exist. That's not about the coming back with hit points. If the spell lasts for 3 hours, it would be different. But
okay, so I have a question. Why does it even have that ability?
Because it doesn't only exist when it comes to. It doesn't only exist from that spell. It exists in other forms too.
Oh, all right.
And there's ways to make it permanent, and it's like I can summon a rat, but rats are also their own thing. That just are
I know. It's just, I thought that the summoned creatures were usually a separate creature that just is similar because they don't get special abilities and stuff normally.
No, you're summoning it pretty much the same exact creature, only it's a spell instead, so it goes away after a while.
I know they don't get to teleport even if they normally can, which is very disappointing.
Well, in my world, in my universe, the way I interpret this sort of thing is that these creatures already exist in another dimension, in another universe, in a parallel dimension somewhere, maybe. And you're just reaching out and pulling them into this one. And
I think that's kind of how it's worded anyway. That's not...
Yeah,
like Earth Elemental, you'd pull from the plane of Earth.
Exactly.
Celestial creatures, you'd pull from the higher planes, things like that.
But even rats and stuff, apparently they either come from the lower planes or the higher planes, because depending on your alignment, they either get a free Celestial or Fiendish template, which basically means that they get to use Smite Evil or Smite Good.
Yeah, they do. It's freaking sweet.
And they don't have to. You can also just pull a regular eagle out of somewhere in the world or something.
Yeah. If you're neutral, I think.
Well, neutral can just choose what they summon anyway, because that's how neutral always seems to work.
Which is why I'm totally going neutral.
I think I'm good. I don't remember.
Do I have to do all the input stuff for my size category, or just do it automatically?
On details, once you set your size there, it'll automatically make the changes.
Thank you. Kobolds are like 25 pounds, so if anyone wants to carry them in a basket, have little pockets on them that they can.
Oh yeah, kobolds have got like ridiculously good dexterity, haven't they?
They got
terrible
plus,
in a lot of other stuff.
They have +2, but I had to dump.
Yeah, but then they get the. Oh really? Because I think they get a bonus to dexterity from their being a kobold, and also a bonus from being small.
Mm-hmm.
So
Listen to this. Kobolds have -4 strength, -2 con.
What the hell? Like, I'm pretty much just gonna pick you up and eat you.
That's why I love kobolds. They're so retardedly weak. No one can say I'm a min-maxer.
I mean,
except you're not using strength for anything, so it's okay.
Until something grapples me.
So do they have a bonus other than the bonus to dexterity to make up for that? Or are they just
it's barely. It's like 2.
I mean, people can kind of say I'm a min-maxer, but I have a hard time not min-maxing. It's really hard for me to like purposefully make a subpar character.
I know what you mean.
I just like base classes with like little things.
Because you're a boring human. God.
Yeah, I just play a human and I pick from the base classes.
I mean, I did that for a while. Fighter is one of the strongest classes you can possibly go, so it's not even.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fighter's really good.
If you go an archer, fighter, not the archetype, just use a bow.
A ranged fighter, yeah.
Yeah, a ranged fighter
It's
ridiculous. The most damage in Pathfinder is a fighter with a bow.
Oh, really?
Yep.
If you got all the feats, get the multi-shot in there, get the precision point blank, critical hit, shot bullshit.
Yeah, it's like you'll end up, I think at level 15, I had a fighter in another game. It's actually so it's at level 12. My Pathfinder Society character, he was just out damaging everybody. I could just, one time the whole rest of the party fell and I just completed the mission by myself.
That's impressive. I have actually never played a character without spellcasting.
They're fun, but they're really weak at like past level 6.
What is?
The issue is that once you don't have spells, you can't do anything, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Which is why I try to avoid them, but I like having spells that I can use if I'm getting fucked up, which is why Paladin's kind of cool, because I can still pull out a scroll if I need it.
I mean, the only reason I'm playing the Synthesis Summoners, because mostly I play in Pathfinder Society games, and they're banned in Pathfinder Society.
Yeah, which I don't understand why, because normal summoner is actually stronger if you build it a certain way.
Basically, it's because it's easier to make a synthesis summoner that's good. So the people who are like balancing it just ran into people making really good ones more often and thought they were overpowered.
That makes sense.
I mean,
did they ever ban the Master Summoners?
Yeah, I think Master Summoner is also banned.
Oh.
And so is item creation, and so is.
Why would they ban item creation?
Because it can get broken.
Yeah, because it's the
I
whole.
won't have twice my recommended wealth in items.
You make everything at like half price, which is why they don't want you to do it.
And also, they have other ways of getting items in Pathfinder Society. So like, you'll use that to get your items instead. They even banned Scribe Scroll for wizards.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's fun, but the hard part is that first off, there's no possibility of PvP, which is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
Because like people can kind of like inadvertently troll you, and you can't slap them.
Yeah.
And then,
or inadvertently.
Yeah, they can just kind of like be a dick by like blocking you off or something, and you can't like push them.
Like if somebody were to repeatedly shoot arrows at somebody else for, I don't know, screwing up his fur or something, you just simply cannot hit him.
Yeah.
Are you talking about someone in this group?
I've actually had particular cases with Pathfinder Society where somebody was just trolling and being a dick, and everybody wanted to do something about it, and they weren't allowed, but the DM actually did something about it, like in game, and everybody was like, "Oh, thank God."
I mean, one time we had, so in our group, we have, a pretty consistent group. And in our, this guy is just kind of an idiot, and he just does things that kind of screw the group over the whole time. Like we were on a boat mission and he decided to like get all suited up in full armor and he fell off the boat and we just kind of let him drown. He died so many times from us just like not helping him in different situations. One time we got hit by this creature that like kind of corrupted us and made us attack the party members. And so they immediately went after me because I was the archer. I was like level 8 or something. And I just murdered the whole rest of the party and then came to and then finished the whole game by myself.
So so your party didn't get killed. You murdered your party and took everything for yourself is what you're telling me.
I mean, pretty much, but it was great because I couldn't even, it wasn't like I chose to do it. They're like, okay, well, now he's attacking the party.
It's like a PvPer's wet dream.
Yeah.
Oh, I came so many times.
Hey,
So how long?
Could you do me a quick favor?
What's up?
Could you give me access to Diana's Nikita character? Just because it's really hard to help her on that tiny laptop.
Are you guys playing as Nick and Nikita?
No,
what's happening right now?
I'm playing Xander, and she likes playing Nikita because it reminds her of some show.
Oh, I thought it was a female version of you.
No.
How long do we have to
we were
do
talking about
character
putting Steven in charisma, so it could have been.
The funny thing is, with my synthesis summoner, my summoner has a charisma of, let's see, like 20?
Pretty high?
Yeah, 20. And she just kind of climbs in this gross, sticky suit that's super ugly.
Maybe she's really good with words.
No, she's really good looking, but then she climbs into this suit, and it's just like, it looks exactly like it looks on here. And he's even missing an eyeball, so that's awesome. It was kind of messed up. Do you remember that? I grappled that skeleton minotaur and like didn't get touched, not even a scratch from like the skeleton boss. And then I just go find.
Let me guess, you rolled a 1.
I mean, yeah, I go to try to find a door, and then I go to find a plank to like help someone out of a pit, and just a regular level, CR 1/2 skeleton crit hits my eyeball.
Good times.
That's almost as good as the skeletal champion that crit me and broke my magic shield with a 20% chance to break it.
Thing.
That was these skeletons are very dangerous. Apparently,
This was a CR half skeleton.
that beats me for sure.
I truly believed that this was the boss skeleton. He was just like a wizard skeleton, summoning everything. So I killed him anyway.
Well, folks, there's a reason I give you maximum hit points and a 25-point build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, you're going to need it. Mostly because of the crits, granted, but there he is, Raudo showing up with 6 minutes to spare.
Do you see how many hit points I have now?
No.
Nord?
6 minutes to make the characters now?
You got 60 hit points there, Alex. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
That's nearly triple my hit points. Wow.
Triple. Damn.
I got like 24.
Yeah, I have 40.
Yeah, okay, synthesis owner's OP.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Raldor!
What is up?
Man, starting to wonder if you're going to show.
Oh, last minute errand.
Gotcha. So who are you playing tonight?
We'll go with Aramil again. 3rd level cleric.
Got it. Assign her to you real quick.
Him.
Him. It's that elf thing. Elves and dwarves, in either case, gender is more or less optional. There you go. Make sure you can drag him up into the tavern.
Yep.
Awesome. Everybody, please remember to make your player color and your Aura 1 color the same.
Oh, someone stole my color. No.
And try to make it something distinct from everybody else. No lime green. That's mine. I've always liked lime green. I like lime green on black. I think it's because it reminds me of the really old school computers.
Yeah.
The monochrome monitor.
Reminds me of the old Xbox.
Yeah. Looking good.
I can't decide whether I'm going to order pizza or order a sandwich.
Why not both?
Both is good.
Money.
Yeah.
Mostly. I mean, I only have one dinner, and it's either an 18-inch pizza or an 18-inch sub. So, I mean, I don't really need both of those.
What kind of sub?
Haven't decided yet.
Pizza you could spread out over multiple meals.
I'm not going to do that on
Okay,
either.
so go sub for sure.
I actually went over to Domino's. There's one just right down the street and they got a carry out. It's like $8 for a medium 3-topping.
It's not bad.
Intended to have some for breakfast, but it didn't last.
See, here they have a deal where it's $5.99 for 2-topping pizzas, but it's always half off as well. Like that's the normal Domino's thing. Is the $5.99. Yeah, well, if you order 3 of them, you get it for the price of like 1.5.
Yeah, 3 pizzas for $10 plus tip. It's
No
a hell of a
tip
deal.
because you have to go pick it up. So
you don't tip the inside guys.
I don't tip the guy for basically putting a pizza in a microwave.
For doing his job?
Yeah. No, I mean, you tip people for doing their jobs when it warrants it. Like, yes, when someone delivers, I'll tip them because that's common courtesy. At a restaurant, I'll tip my waiter pretty well. But, like, I'm not going to tip someone behind a counter just, like, handing me a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, because you gotta tip the drivers because they spend gas money.
Well, there's usually a delivery charge in addition, but I usually tip them anyway.
The delivery charge doesn't go to the driver.
Yeah.
It's an extra bullshit thing the store does.
Which is messed up.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, it's still it's basically just like plastic pizza, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I was a pizza dude for a great many years of my life and a great many different pizza places.
Yeah, I've been there too. I lived in Massachusetts for a while, and it was great because at one point we had this setup going where I'd have my weed dealer and my pizza dealer show up, and we'd just play video games, and I'd get free weed and free pizza, and they'd get free video games or free pizza or free weed and free video games depending on who they are. So it was pretty awesome.
Nice.
He'd bring over. He'd either bring over whatever pizzas people didn't pick up, or he'd have us like call 10 minutes ahead of time and make an order, but never pick it up, and he'd just be like, "Oh, I guess I'm taking this home tonight."
That's so clever.
Yeah, until the boss catches on.
Yeah, it was a little pizza shop. Like the thing is, like with the whole local pizza shops, like people don't really care. Like around here, I live in Vermont, and there's this pizza place called Positive Pie, and I just get free pizza there no matter what, just because I'm a local and I worked there before, and pretty much everybody that I'm friends with has worked there at some point. So it's just like,
that's a cool deal.
yep, you can just walk in and be like, "Hey, can I just take the slices now?" And
Just straight up. Too easy.
I mean, it is pretty great. It's there.
I'm not even gonna roll diplomacy. I'm just gonna walk in and ask for it.
I used to do that. I had a pizza shop. My family used to go there all the time. We just walk in and be like, okay, we want a pizza, and we're going to take this bottle of soda.
I mean, at this point, I don't even ask for it. I literally just reach behind the counter and grab it, and then
Well, I
wave
wasn't
to
that. I
them.
wasn't like that.
That's
They're
cool.
like, hey, there goes that asshole again. He's the only one still doing this. 15 years.
I put a mousetrap right there, so you reach.
Yeah, the thing is that when you know everybody that works there, though, like just nobody cares. They're like, "Oh, hey, guy," and then
Just giving
I'd
you a
still
hard
do
time,
it just to
man.
fuck with you.
Yeah.
yeah, well, then I wouldn't show up whenever there's a work emergency. I wouldn't show up in my ambulance, and if you're gonna fuck with me with your work, I'm gonna fuck with you with my work, and my work is much more life-threatening to leave you alone with.
Yeah.
So, as a medical professional, you're saying you wouldn't help someone.
I'm
So you
not
didn't like
saying.
them?
I'm not officially saying that.
This isn't being
Oh,
recorded
boy.
or anything, right? It's not like
What's
it's being
that?
broadcast on the internet or anything.
Oh, it's only live.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this is like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to help you if you need help.
Oh, if it's live, then yeah, no, I'm not helping.
That's right. Unfortunately, nobody's watching. At least I don't think.
I mean, you must be up to what, 20 subs, 25 subs?
Yeah, let me give me a second here. I'm just checking the live stream, seeing if anybody's watching.
a better question is, how many are currently playing in the game so we're not watching?
Yeah,
Because
that's a
I'm
good
one of the
point.
subs.
Yeah, I am as well.
I am also subbed.
Is one of
As am
you
I.
Electric 999
Honey,
Now, there's
what? There's no more cookies left.
Oh yeah, I was muted, but I'm subbed as well.
So that's 5.
Thanks,
Also,
guys.
I noticed that during one of the special edition games in the last couple of weeks, you mentioned that there was a guy outside selling a donkey for 200 gold.
What the F?
He's only been there for how many years, Nord?
I don't know.
That's a pretty epic donkey he's got there to live that long.
No, I think we bought the donkey.
Someone did.
Yeah, I bought the donkey a while ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So it's not there anymore.
I mean, it is because now it's my donkey that stays out there.
Did you name your donkey?
Nope. He doesn't deserve a name.
Wow. I can feel the love you have for the donkey.
Yeah, I hate him.
So I have, as of this point, 768 views overall and 24 subscribers, who I'd like to take this opportunity to thank. Felix Mann was my first subscriber almost a year ago when I started trying to do the Crystal Cave, the Purple Crystal Adventures. Next guy is his name, Salty C Man.
Yes.
We got Fluffy Vids, Jeff Pitts, Dr. Tufo, Tatiana Falcon Rodriguez, Daniel Soriano, Nelson, David the Bard, Hannah Gibbs, Al Rusk, Apollo Ender, Roger ZBT, Electric 999,999, Noobzilla Gaming, who has quoted, or at least made comments several times. Thanks, Noobzilla. John Mallory, The Magic Doll, Cody Hensley, Silverlock Shinbreaker, Matthew McNeil, Lonnie, sorry about this, Svijanovic, Gleb Krasniansky, and Donald Reynolds. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. You're out of your element. Donnie's a good friend of mine. So yeah, thanks to all my subscribers. Keep getting the word out. Keep watching. I'll keep making the shows for you.
Nice.
And with that, we are going to go ahead and we're going to take a break. We're going to end this pre-game bullshit. And when we come back, we'll say hi to all our players and their characters and get the game rolling, see what's going to happen, and color animal in.
Sweet, I'm going to order my pizza now.
Good plan.
I'm going to go make some vodka. Well, not make vodka, but make a drink.
That's also a good plan. I got some rum in there. I'm going to whip something up.